Lesson 210, Classifying Triangles. Your focus for this lesson is that you can list everything that you know about triangles, that you can discuss common properties of triangles, and again that you can classify triangles by their angles and discuss the property of right angles. Let's start out this lesson though with our mental math and fluency. What is 5 times 5? 25. What is 8 times 8? 64. And finally, what is 9 times 9? 81. If I was saying these answers a lot quicker than you were coming up with them, that should let you know that you need to be practicing those math facts more at home. You should be spending at least 10 minutes a night so that you can get those answers as quickly as I just did, because I actually slowed down and counted to give you a few extra seconds so that you had time to think about your answers. On a sheet of paper, I want you to list everything you know about triangles. And then I want you to be able to explain that list. So if you need to, you can draw a triangle. And then I want you to write down everything that you notice. And then bring it back to me at the table and let me know, or let me see what you wrote. Pause the tape now and do that, please. So, what are some properties of triangles? Hopefully you notice that, a triangle is a three-sided polygon. Remember what the properties of polygons are. So we know that it has 3 sides. We also know that a triangle has 3 vertices, or vertices. And remember what those are. I'm going to freehand a triangle here, and by no means is this a perfect one, but it has 3 sides. Side 1, side 2, side 3. It has 3 vertices. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. The lengths of a triangle side can vary. I could have an equilateral triangle where all 3 sides are the same. I could have a triangle that looks similar to this, only I'd be using straight lines, that has 1 right angle, so it's a right angle. Or I could draw a triangle that's very opened up. That's an obtuse triangle. Remember, you should not have any extensions beyond your triangle. All 3 sides should be straight and they should be connected. And you should know that there are different types of triangles. So let's take a look at some of these. A triangle with 1 obtuse angle. So what does obtuse mean? That's right. It means it's larger than a 90-degree angle. And it should only have 1 of those. So it should have one angle that's greater than a 90-degree angle. That's where the angle or triangle I just drew you earlier, where this measures more than 90 degrees. A triangle with 3 acute angles. Well, you could draw that as an equilateral triangle, because if you have equal sides, and we look at our angles inside, 1, 2, 3, you can see that those are all acute, meaning that the angles are less than 90 degrees. A triangle with a right angle. That was a triangle I drew you earlier, where you kind of start out making your capital L and then connecting it. right down in here in your corner, if you did it properly, is your right angle. And the final one, a triangle with only two acute angles. And again, you could draw something similar to the one that we did up here at the top. So a right triangle has one right angle. An acute triangle has angles all smaller than the right angle. So these two here are smaller. An obtuse triangle has one angle larger than a right angle. Note there are other ways to classify triangles. An equilateral, again, triangle has equal sides. An isosceles triangle has at least two equal sides, and a scalene triangle has no equal sides. So get out your math journals and turn to page 57. Please do all of these on this page by yourself and then bring it up to me so that I can correct it. This is an assessment check-in, so please don't ask for any help unless you're coming up to me and asking for it from me. Stop the recording now, pause it so you can do that page, get it corrected by me, and then turn it back on once you have shown me the page. So what properties did you record for the problems on screens 1 through 5 or with boxes 1, 2, 3, and 4? Hopefully you notice that they all have straight edges. They all have three sides because they're triangles. Some have right angles, some have acute angles, and some have obtuse angles. Rugs and Fences is the game that we learned to play the other day, and which we're not going to do now. This next part is asking you to use your fraction circles to solve the next problems. This is actually going to be in your math notebook. You need to go to the back of the notebook and you're going to find circles that are colored red and dark green, and you're going to need to cut those out. So pause the tape now, go to your math journal, find those pages, and cut out those fraction circles that are green and red. If you have the recording back on now, that tells me that you've already cut out your red and green circles. Please turn to Math Journal page 58 and do problems 1 through 5 on that page. When you finish with that, bring it back to me at the back table and I will correct it and look at it to make sure you understand what you're doing. And then I'll send you back to your desk to do the final page, which is going to be Math Masters page 79. You're looking at it right now on the recording. This is the page that you're going to go back and do. When you finish with this, bring it up to me so I can check it again. Remember, if you're finding any of this difficult and you don't know for sure what it's asking you, or you don't remember what perpendicular lines are, or what a right angle is, or an obtuse angle, go back to your SRB pages and it will tell you on this sheet where to find those and figure out what you need to do. This is it for lesson 210.